everyone, happy September, happy Sunday. Today we are going to talk just about a couple things. Wanted to hop on real quick. I'm going to try and keep this video under 10 minutes, kind of short and sweet, just to cover a couple things. So, how is everybody doing so far? So, I can't believe we're 2 weeks in. Crazy. But I want to hear from you. I want to hear how the Faster Way is going. I want to hear how our macro tracking is going. Does everybody understand it? Does everybody think theirs are set right? I'm going to briefly touch on MyFitnessPal and talk about that just a little bit. Just make sure everybody is on the same page and we all have our MyFitnessPal set up and running. So, first of all, we have talked about intermittent fasting. So hopefully we are all at least almost, or if not all the way, fasting for 16 hours a day and eating for those 8 hours. And we're focusing on whole food nutrition. So there's fruits, vegetables, nuts, lean meats, and proteins. If it comes from the ground or has a mother, we're eating it. We've got those things down pat. So macro tracking. So I want to talk about macros first. So I know someone had asked just about macros and kind of what they are, I think was the question. And so I look at it like this. So we've been taught to count calories for so long. I think so. How many calories does it have in it? I can eat 1,500 a day or whatever it is. But with macros, we're looking at the nutrients, what really makes up that food. Excuse me. So, take a sweet potato, for example. So, it could have 150 calories. Cool. We're not concerned with the calories. We're concerned with the nutrients, so what makes up that sweet potato. So, our bodies need a certain amount of carbs, a certain amount of protein, a certain amount of fat. So, we don't just want to eat all of our food be all carbs because our body's not going to process that well. We're not going to fuel ourselves the best we can with that. Our body needs a nice balance to help burn our fat and help keep our energy levels where they need to be with a good mix of it all. So that sweet potato could have 30 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein, and no fat. So one thing I love to do is if I'm eating sweet potato, I'll put almond butter on it. So that'll up the fat, and then I'll eat it with a piece of chicken, and that's going to be our protein. So that's a nice balanced meal of the fats, protein, and carbs. My body's going to like that. It's going to function optimally and keep me going and happy and strong and energized. So I hope that makes sense. It's just kind of a different way of looking at how we're fueling our bodies with food. So that takes me to MyFitnessPal. We all should have set our macros in MyFitnessPal. If not, please let me know and I will help you get that figured out. So MyFitnessPal is on my home screen. So I just have it right here. I know some of you said that programming it in beforehand is sometimes hard, and I totally get that. One thing I do is I lay in bed the next day because I pack my food the night before. I try to, at least my lunch, I have to. So I'll pack it the night before and I'll lay in bed, or while something's cooking, I'll punch it in MyFitnessPal. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I will punch it in MyFitnessPal real quick. So when we go to MyFitnessPal and we've set up everything, we're going to go to diary down here at the bottom. And we are going to add food. So, of course, today we went to lunch and met some people after church. So I didn't make anything at home. And sometimes restaurants will have their menus on MyFitnessPal. So if you go to the diary and you click add food, sorry y'all, up here, this little dot, if you push that, it'll let you find a restaurant near me. Y'all, I'm so sorry. But there's no restaurants near me. But sometimes, if you're at a more well-known restaurant, you can push that and the menu will pull up, and then you can just add it all in directly from that, which is really, really nice to have. So there's that. There's also this feature in MyFitnessPal where if you go to add food, right beside where that restaurant thing is, there's this little barcode. So if you select that, it'll take you to this barcode. And if you, most foods, I ate this Lar bar for a snack earlier. So it has this little bar scanner code. All food has it. If I hold this scanner up to here, it pulls it up directly. So I scan the barcode, it pulls it up on here, and I can add it to MyFitnessPal. Perfectly just links it right in there. I push the check mark, and it's in there good to go. So this is an awesome way, not my flashlight, to do it if you're on the go. Excuse me, there's a tickle in my throat. So So that is that. So today I didn't have the restaurant, like I said, didn't have the menu. So I just had to do my best and guess. I got a salad. It was not great, but I ate it. So I just typed in romaine, pulled that up, chicken about 4 ounces, pears, and then sweet potatoes mashed. And I just put in and did what I could with this in my Fitness Pal. So it's not always going to be perfect, but let's get it as close as we can, and that's going to do. So I just did it like while we were waiting on our food. I don't know if it was after, maybe it was afterwards. I just kind of like punched it in the car or whatever, just to see where I was. So that's my Fitness Pal. If we scroll to the bottom, this is what I want to see. So if you do nutrition and you push this down here, this is going to get us and show us where we need to be again. So I get 120 grams of protein. I've eaten 69 today, so I have 51 grams left. So at the end of the day, we want all of this where it says left, you want it to be 0 because we want the blue line to fill up all the way over here, and we want to have eaten all of our food for that day. The other thing, so I want y'all to start posting this on the page so I can make sure that we're eating enough food and that y'all are eating the right amounts of food. The other thing that I want to see is this macros up here. This is the pie chart. So we're trying to eat 45% carbs, 30 grams of fat, and the 25% protein. So I just want to see that wheel to make sure that we're eating the right amounts on there as well. So there's 2 different ways to look at it. I want to start seeing those. So if y'all could start posting it so that I can see that, that is my Fitness Pal. So tomorrow, one thing that Amanda's going to talk about is carb cycling. So in the Faster Way, we have 2 different days. So one day is our regular macro day, which is what I just talked about, when we eat all of our recommended food for the day. And then we have low carb days. So this is where we're going to eat. Girls are going to eat 50 net gram carbs or less, and the men eat 100. But we're going to try and stick to that. So for what is a net gram carb? It is our carbs minus our fiber is our net gram carbs. So if we come on my Fitness Pal again and we go down to the bottom where it says nutrition and nutrients, we're going to take our carbs minus our fiber, and that's what we are going to have for our net grams of carbs. And that's going to be under 50 for our low carb days. And so we're going to be eating lots of healthy fats, avocado, guacamole. The only thing that's going to be the same is our protein. So on our MyFitnessPal, it's going to look a little bit weird. Our protein needs to be the same, our carbs need to be low, and our fats need to be a lot. So this is the only day that we are going to look at calories in and out on MyFitnessPal because we just want to make sure we're eating the right amount. So that's just going to be at the top. So this is our food log. Up top, we have calories. So this is going to help you know how much fat to eat because we're going to be eating more fat. People are always like, how much fat? Eat until you don't have any more calories left. And that's how much we're going to be eating on low carb days. So I hope that made sense. Again, eat the healthy fats. So like breakfast for dinner with bacon, a Cobb salad with bacon, a grilled chicken, seeds, dressings, nuts, all really good things, and good healthy fats. So those are going to be our low carb days. Don't be afraid of them. I know it may seem like a lot. I promise eating fats will make you fat. And yeah, if y'all have any questions about anything, Amanda, sorry, dog. If you have any questions about anything that Amanda's going to talk about tomorrow in our video, let me know. I can also do a live video later this week and answer any questions or go over anything that you want me to that we may still be a little bit confused about. So let me know, and hope everybody has had a great weekend and a happy Labor Day.